Hey, small group leaders, hope you're having a great week. Hey, let me tell you why you are seeing my face all up on your computer screen or your phone screen or however you're engaging with this video. You as a small group leader are the most important and strategic leader at our church. You're on the front lines where evangelism and discipleship, spiritual formation is taking place. So we wanted to create a space where we can engage with each other and keep the why alive, why we're doing what we're doing, and talk about how we can do it better. And so let me tell you what we're going to do moving forward. My commitment to you is I'm going to get 1 2 to 5 minute video at least per month in your inbox from now to next summer, and if we like it, we'll keep doing it again next year. And so for this first video, what I want to talk to you about is, at our small group leader summit a few weeks ago, which was a great meeting. Thank you so much for all of you who came out. We set a crazy goal together, such an important goal. And we said, hey, you know what? By January 2020, we want to see 50 small groups represented at New Song Church. Now, I'm so thankful to be a part of a leadership community that's big thinkers, that's aggressive, that recognizes that with God, all things are possible. And so what I wanted to show you today is I actually drew this out so we could get a visual for what that looks like. And I want to give you a practical next step to make sure that your group is moving along with every other small group at this church towards that goal. So up here, this is our current small group leader structure. We've got 7 district shepherds currently overseeing about 18 different small groups. This is what 50 groups looks like. I drew this out so we could see it. Our number of district shepherds is going to need to go from 7 to 17. That's this top line. I mean, that's just crazy. So awesome. They say good span of control is 3 to 5. You can effectively oversee 3 to 5 people. This allows our district shepherds to have a super healthy span of control, all of them overseeing 3 small groups. That puts our number by January 2020 over 50 small groups. So exciting to hear the testimonies coming in of several small groups multiplying, have already multiplied, getting ready to multiply. We've got several small groups starting over the next couple weeks. A lot of people getting connected. Very exciting time. Now, if we're going to hit our goal, our super important goal of 50 groups by 2020, here's where you come in. Your group is going to need to become 3 small groups by 2020 if we're going to hit that goal. It's absolutely a team effort. We need each other to be able to hit this, and your group is going to need to become 3 by then. I'm going to give you the first step to making sure that you're moving in that direction in just a second. Before we get that though, I wanted to show you this graph right here that I drew out. This represents our potential. This is why I get super passionate, excited about small groups. So this bottom axis, let me just make some sense of this graph for you, represents the next several years. So here's 2018, 2019, all the way through 2023. This vertical axis right here represents the number of potential groups. We're saying by January 2020, we want to see 20 small groups. Or, excuse me, wow, horribly wrong. 50 small groups by January 2020. That's awesome. Now, if all of those groups continue to multiply, by 2021, we have 100 small groups. If all of those small groups multiply, by 2022, that puts us at 200 small groups. If all of those groups multiply that next year, that means that we have 400 small groups. That's ridiculous. That's a 4,000 person capacity. That's just so beyond my mind. I just can't even imagine what that would actually be like. But I wanted to show you our potential here. And don't get it wrong. We are not in the numbers business. We're not after building this really big ministry. However, every single person that is involved in a small group is connected to meaningful community with people that are loving them, caring for them, and they represent a person at the end of the age with the tears wiped off, where Jesus is going to wipe away all their pain, all their hurt, all their brokenness, and invite them into an eternity of fellowship with Him. So this is our potential. I love the saying, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you're among the stars. And we're just going to see what God's going to do over the next several years. I think this goal is realistic for January 2020 if we all do our part. So now to you. Your group becoming 3 groups. I want to give you a very practical point of application here. I'm going to challenge you by November 5th to have a leader in training clearly identified, which means that you have spoken to them, you've made the ask, you said, hey, will you do this? They said, yes, I will be the multiplying factor of this group. I will be the leader in training. That group, our district shepherds, are going to reach out to you, and I'm going to have them specifically ask that question. Do you have a leader in training identified? It's critical as a leadership community that we get comfortable identifying leaders and putting them in leadership roles. Really excited for what God's doing, guys. Love you. Bless you. Have a great week.